let's talk about Sweet 16. It's a wild little slasher mystery from 1983 that mashes up teen drama, old-school horror vibes, and has a surprisingly sharp commentary on small-town racism. It was Jim Sotos's third movie, after a martial arts doc and a gritty revenge flick, so he brought some edge to the table. Filmed mostly out in dusty, rural Texas, Sweet 16 oozes that isolated, sun-baked West Texas feeling. And the score, thanks to Ray Ellis and Tommy Vig, is this cool blend of suspenseful synths with a hint of folk, playing up the Native American themes running through the plot. Now, despite the posters, which basically scream slasher flick and show off a barely dressed teen with the taglines, "Why are all the boys dying to meet Melissa?" or "What terrors are released when a girl turns sweet 16?" Sweet 16 isn't your typical bloodbath. Instead, it plays out like an American version of those Italian giallo movies. It's more interested in keeping you guessing about the killer than in racking up a super high body count. The whole movie happens within about a week, leading up to the main character's Sweet 16 birthday. That means everything feels kinda claustrophobic and tense. And yeah, it's got its problems, but Sweet 16 rides that early 80s slasher wave. Think rural Friday the 13th, but with more focus on racism, buried secrets, and family drama than just piling up bodies. Plot-wise, it centers on 15-year-old Melissa Morgan, Aleisa Shirley. She's the new girl in a Texas town that doesn't exactly roll out the welcome mat, mostly because her dad's an archaeologist digging up Native American artifacts, which rubs the locals the wrong way. Melissa's dealing with mean girls, awkward boys, and being totally friendless thanks to her family always moving. Then the local dudes who flirt with her keep getting stabbed. Everyone's a suspect. Racist rednecks, her own weird family, even the local Native American crew working at the dig site. Sheriff Dan Burke, Bo Hopkins, and his daughter Marcy, Dana Kimmel, try to untangle everything in time for Melissa's big birthday barbecue. One thing that really works is the cast. It's packed with B-movie regulars and some rising stars, most of whom probably signed on for a quick payday. Highlights: Aleisa Shirley makes a splashy, slightly awkward debut. Bo Hopkins does his usual gruff sheriff thing and totally grounds the movie. Susan Strasberg and Patrick Macnee brings old-school charm as the archaeologist's dad. Watch out for Dana Kimmel as the sheriff's Nancy Drewish daughter. Making the movie wasn't exactly smooth. Sotos shot Sweet 16 on the cheap, using 16mm film for that raw, low-budget look. Some scenes are so dark you'll wonder if it's on purpose or just old film stock. The script wasn't really finished, so a lot of the dialogue was just made up on the spot, and there are plot holes you could drive a truck through. Release-wise, Sweet 16 barely got out there. It opened in a couple of small towns in Alabama and Mississippi, and then Detroit, but never had a big national run. It lived on as a minor home video rental, usually shoved in with silly party movies on VHS. No big box office numbers, but it made enough to keep the lights on. The critics totally split. Some called it a sloppy mess with a desperate cast. Others liked the twisty mystery and fun performances. Dana Kimmel's screaming gets special love. Audiences today are mixed, too. Some think it's charmingly weird, others say it's boring and a bit icky with its underage nudity. The way it handles racism and Native American stereotypes is, honestly, pretty clumsy and feels uncomfortable today. Plus, all the marketing around Melissa's Lolita angle was weird, even for the 80s. In the end, Sweet 16 is totally a cult oddity, overshadowed by way bloodier and better-known 80s slashers, but it still finds fans who love its quirky mix of mystery, hidden secrets, and so bad it's good charm. Want more 80s movie nostalgia? Subscribe to Movies of the 80s.